Welcome everyone to Therapy Games. I wanted to say everyone thank you for checking out this. This is the first time I'm trying something a little different, so we'll see how it works. Uh, Today's conversation, I think I was going to talk to everybody about was anxiety. I figured this would be a good topic to do this with because anxiety stopped me from doing it a lot of times. The typical things you feel is you just worry about shit. Um, some people they worry about little things. They worry about what other people are doing. They worry about what other people are thinking. This one person, they thought like they could just basically read thoughts. So like imagine thinking about knowing what everyone's thinking and then thinking you could read thoughts on top of it. I mean, and you know what? They didn't read my thoughts. I tried. I even gave them an opportunity because you know what? Shit. What if it was true? You always got to give them the chance, the benefit of the doubt. Um, anyway, they used to think they could read thoughts, and it was always negative thoughts about people. I mean, I've never met anybody that had anxiety that was like positive anxiety, like, oh my God, I think everyone thinks I'm going to succeed, you know? And then people, when you're anxious, are like, get over it. Well, that's easy. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would love to find positive anxiety where it's like you feel like you're reading positive thoughts from people. That'd be awesome. Give me a shout out if you ever hear that shit. 'Cause that'd be my first. Um, so usually with anxiety, I don't know, you get physical symptoms, you get mental symptoms. I mean, physical symptoms range from sweaty palms, uh, just chest aches, stomach aches, nausea, wanting to poop, wanting to pee, just escape situations. You can get clammy, you could have heart palpitations, you could have breathing issues, you get dry mouth, clenched fists, you get a little stress headaches. Think about it, stress headaches, I wonder what causes it. Uh, Sometimes people get like overly tensed. I don't know, man. I guess for each it's different. I mean, I'm sure if some people are anxious, they'll shake and shiver like they're cold, and then other people will feel hot flashes. So, I mean, it's kind of like Burger King. It's to each their own. Have it your way. Have your anxiety your way, I guess we could say. Anyway, um, nobody ever knows what to do with anxiety. What do we do? Do we push out the negative thoughts? Do we pop a pill? Do we drink some booze? Do we do drugs? Do we talk to somebody? Do we escape? Do we avoid? Uh, I don't know. I have different little things I do, depending on the little situation I go. If I'm in crowds of large people, I usually like to eat. Because if I'm shoving food in my mouth, then nobody knows what I'm saying. Um, or nobody wants to talk to me because I'll just be like obnoxious with it and like I'll just kind of chew with my mouth open a little bit. And ain't nobody ever want to talk to me when you're doing that stuff. Uh, I don't know. I like having things in my hand when I'm anxious. I like holding things. I don't want to hold people. I mean, I swear to God, I think when people are anxious, like, my wife, like she wants to hold my hand. Like, obviously, like, I don't know. That's not comforting to me. To feel someone else's hand when I'm anxious is kind of like, here, feel my clammy slab of meat. And I love my wife to death. But yeah, I'm not trying to touch her flesh or anyone's flesh when I'm anxious. Some people love hugs when they're anxious. Like more power to them. I like space. Like I like space and silence. Uh, One of my happy places is, and again, I'm not condoning like being underwater, but like just looking underwater and looking up with goggles on in a pool and seeing that break between pool and earth, like pool and air. I love it, man. It's so peaceful. Uh, but you can't take a pool everywhere you go. And to be honest with you, some of the places I've been in my life, I don't even want to put that water in my face. You know what I mean? I swear to God, when I use the bathroom, I literally, if it's one of those weird things, there's times that I'll just wait and use hand sanitizer because honestly, I think my junk is cleaner than the sink. Um, Excuse my language. Uh, Another thing with anxiety. Well, let's go through different methods. You could like do the coping, which is what every therapist wants you to do, is like do your skills. Yes, go skills. Um, other things people do is self-medications. They may use either prescribed or unprescribed substances. Uh, that's also kind of like a catch-22 because pot. makes you paranoid and anxious. Everyone's gonna yell at me for this, but like, I don't know, man. It kind of does. To like do the research, especially with younger kids. It leads to it at least in long runs. Um, if you're comfortable with it, you're probably comfortable without it, or you're just oblivious. Um, so depending on the anxiety. Now, social situations, again, if you're meeting someone's parents and you go there stoned, yeah, good luck for date number two, buddy. Um, So yeah, try not to do drugs and alcohol and stuff, guys, to medicate anxiety. I know sometimes those things can be quick fixes in a moment, like specific, like, oh my God, I'm really nervous, I'm gonna have a drink before I go out. Like, I get it, but it's not beneficial in the long run because then it's like, oh, I got an interview, I'm gonna take a drink. Oh, I got an interview, I'm gonna smoke a joint. Oh, I gotta do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Imagine like, how, you know what? I was anxious as hell when my daughter was born. Imagine if I told my wife just to close her legs so I can go outside and smoke a joint to kill my anxiety or drink a beer to kill my anxiety. Imagine if I did that stuff, man. She would murder me. I wouldn't be making this video right now. So, like, yeah, the healthier ways are the better ways because then, I don't know, you can at least learn a little bit about yourself. Uh, what's another thing? Talking to people when you're anxious. I don't know, certain people, places, and things. There's probably people out there that'll really, really help me feel good when I'm anxious. And there's probably some people that'll just shut me down and make me feel really bad. So we actually have to find the combo of like who does what. Um, I don't know. It sucks too because like one of the people that calm me down, like when they go through shit, like obviously I can't go to them. You know what I mean? So it's like you shuffle for new people. uh, you make it real. It gets really, really tough when you shuffle for new people. Um, and again, my anxiety, I can't rely on everybody. You should never rely on somebody solely for one thing. That's another conversation to relationships. It's another thing you shouldn't do in relationships. Just rely on one person. Uh, because then if something goes wrong with that person, because I don't know your luck, my luck, woo, my luck is great. Uh, Yeah, man. So you try to spread it out, but I don't know. It's tough, man. You got to figure out what's causing it, what's triggering it, what's bothering you, and then put in the right solution. I mean, the anxiety is worrying. So what do I worry about? I worry about the stupidest things. Like literally, I've worried about like how people think of me, what they think of me. Do they know who I am? Like, man, like just stupid thoughts. Am I walking funny? All right, people say I walk funny, I eat funny, I do this funny. I'm kind of goofy, I guess. Uh, so yeah, like I live with all that stuff, man. So like I'll be walking through the halls like of a convention center thinking I'm walking like an idiot. You know, I don't know. Um, so I guess, yeah, I mean, you guys all probably want a solution. I guess one of the easiest ways to explain to deal with anxiety is just to accept it. You could do your skills to calm them down, but I know when I'm anxious, man, and I'm just scared or worried or overthinking, man, I know there's nothing I can do but just be scared, overthink, and worry. And that's all I've been doing most of the time when I do that stuff. It's just act that way. So, I wish you guys better luck than me with that. I will say one positive thing about anxiety is it makes you think differently. It makes you focus differently. So like maybe in scenarios life sucks, but then in other places in life, like your racing thoughts, your anxiety may push you past the brink and may make you feel like I don't want to say like you know what's going on, but that you could almost feel what's going on or see how things are going on. So it's like it's a good feeling. Or maybe you got like some racing thoughts and you're trying to figure something out. It's seven unconventional ways that probably are all typically, I don't know, probably not working, maybe working, some of them working, but seven different ways because you sat there and let your thoughts race. I mean, you'll come up with some stupid ways and some genius ways. Uh, I honestly believe some of the times I was anxious, I could came up with some of the greatest inventions in my life. It, it just never followed through with them. Um, I always been anxious, I guess, to follow through. So don't, be better than me. Don't be anxious. Follow through, you know? Uh, but just to be a jerk right now, like this video is me following through. Like I did everything. Like I'm even gonna try to put this through one of the machines and like finalize it or something, or like do one of those programs and join. Like I'm gonna try to do all that, and then I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I did everything. So, again, when I'm anxious, I have a hard time following through, but this is proven that just because you can, I am, so you can too. And I swear, there's people better than me. Yeah, man, I think that's what I got for you. So, yeah, I mean, if you like this video, hit the buttons on it. If you don't like this videos, you should still hit the buttons on it because let's be honest, I have like very little subscribers. So, you giving me some love may give me motivation to make better videos. So, and ask for content, you know what I mean? Um, I'll do your game if I have it or get it or something like that. I don't care. I like playing video games. Honestly, it's probably one of my better coping skills. So video games are great. I actually think this is about to end this video that you guys are streaming in the background right now. So, we'll just, I don't even know what we'll do. We'll just start it over, I guess. Well, because I don't know if I'm done talking yet. Um, so yeah, so it's taking those steps. This is that step. Uh, I want to just finish up. So, oh yeah, that's Baptiste, man. I want to play with him a lot this season. I want to finish up with some last thoughts though, like about everything with anxiety. Uh, we're scared to tell people we're anxious. We're always worried what they're gonna think about us. But I swear, as anxious as I am, or as confident as I appear, I don't know if it's that I appear confident or that I'm maybe so forthcoming with anxiety, and I feel like it's so well known that that's just how I'm perceived. Then, like it's almost as if like you ever see the Austin Power movie where the person had the giant mole on his face and all he kept saying was mole, or something like that? Like I almost feel like that with anxiety after a while, like the more that you kind of explain it to people, listen, it pisses them off because people don't get it, right? They don't understand why you get worried. It's family. They don't understand that family scares us sometimes. It makes it like pain in the ass. It's family. Family sometimes I hate to use this word, biggest trigger, but uh, all that stuff they don't get it, but eh, they'll never get it. They'll just have to, I guess, accept it. We'll just have to accept that too. Um, yeah, man. So when they tell you not to worry or they tell you to chill out, I mean, I think they're trying to do it in their best interest. But yeah, I don't know. My family barely gets it, so who am I kidding? But I think the average stranger, when I tell them that I'm anxious, I think maybe they get it better. And I guess it does, maybe me telling it makes me feel more confident then. Maybe I'm wrong. Uh, there's this giant beast cast, and one of the guys was asked like how he got into streaming with social anxiety, and he literally said was like when he started doing panels, he just said he was anxious. Just by putting it out there, took away some of the anxiety with it, because part of the biggest fear with anxiety is that people are going to know what we're feeling or know what we're thinking. So that's part of our biggest fears. So maybe we can eliminate those. That's what I got for everybody. This is my first video that I actually, like I said, I actually tried to do things with and I'm going to try to make it fun and like legit. Uh, I want to thank my 12 subscribers. I want to thank all the people that watch and don't watch this video. Um, yeah, and I want to thank everyone that tolerates all my crap. So you guys probably, the people that have to deal with me face to face, you know what I mean? They get it. When I say they got to tolerate my crap. So, uh, you know, maybe this is a fun way to see me rather than just the way they see me. So, I hope you all great. Y'all are great people in my world. So stay happy. Um, this is Therapy Games out. Bye.